Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the one and only World Improv Network comedy show on Mile High Sports Radio. Take part in the show by giving your suggestions or questions to the cast for each show segment throughout the week, or live during the show by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, on Twitter at World Improv Net, or by calling in to Mile High Sports Radio studio line. Now, enjoy the show. It's local. It's global. You're listening to WIN World Local News.
WIN World Local News on Mile High Sports Radio. I'm Potter Smittss. Breaking news in this 4th of July weekend into the WIN World Local News Sports Desk from WIN Sports reporter Fired Up Frank, who's live in Pyongyang, North Korea at the 2016 Stars and Stripes Military Parade Championships. How's the competition going? Fired up?
Thank you, Potter. I am currently in hiding from the North Korean, Secret Service that is watching my every broadcast. So bear with me if I drop out momentarily. Currently, the North Koreans are marching. They are, as of now, the only, group competing in this year's marching parade contest. Excuse me, Potter. Yes, ma'am. I would like one of those. Okay, sorry about that. They passed. Now, it is very secret up here, Potter, and I want to share with you something that I found. Korean women are freaks. I'm serious. I wasn't expecting this at all. But I've been working the pub circuit pretty hard, and I'll tell you, as I'm really putting a bunch of notches in the belt loops over here, and I'll tell you, it has been worth every penny. Highly recommended if you can catch any of those North Korean babes, Potter. Back to you.
Wow, way to report on the Stars and Stripes Military Parade Championships there, Potter. On to our next breaking story, which is brought to us by WIN contributor Jenny of Washington, D.C. In lieu of recent events, Russia and the United States seem to become new global besties. What earthly circumstances have led to this unlikely international love fest? Well, to get the smoochy on this burgeoning bromance, let's go live to WIN Chief International Affairs reporter Vlad Putin, who's in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with his new best buddy, President Barack Obama. Vlad?
I am here, sitting in Clock Tower with Liberty Bell, which I would rather call Capitalist Bell, for it does ring with the same sound as register when people put cash in. Ka-ching, ka-ching, which is why it is cracked. Just like the foundation of America, it is cracked because it is capitalist society. I am here indeed with best friend Barack Obama, President of the United States, at least for another 5 or so months.
Yes, thank you.
My good chum, American man, Barack Obama.
Yes.
What do you think about Russia?
I think Russia is a great country. They have a lot of people and a lot of old, unexploded nuclear ordnance.
But how superior is it to United States? Or should I say fractured states?
Well, I think that's a bit of a hyperbole. Vlad.
Thank you. I'm very good at making hyperboles. I am best. My arms could take hyperbole and crush
Vlad,
over my knee.
Vlad, you're not letting me finish.
Finishing is very typical American desire. You have not even finished a healthcare system. What do you expect to finish sentence for?
Well, I thought we were chums. Thought we were
yes,
friends.
You are my chum, and I am your chum, but in a very Little John and Robin Hood way.
I don't understand what that means.
Yes, that's very typical American. You do not understand even stories you tell in own country. Potter, I think it is clear Russia is awesome and America not. Goodbye.
Wow, Thank you, Vlad, for that excellent report, and way to let Mr. Obama get a word in. On to our next top story, which is brought to us by WIN contributor Jeff of San Diego, California. Donald Trump, a.k.a. Grand President of the United States of Pan Am, was in Colorado this week presiding over the 75th annual Hunger Games held in downtown Denver. Sacrificial tributes from Colorado's 13 major counties were all competing to see who would receive a free lifetime supply of recreational marijuana. From construction pipe-wielding 16th Street Mall maniacs to pot pipe-wielding Boulder layabouts, the action was intense and viewed on pay-per-view worldwide. WIN Combat correspondent Catnip Estrogen has just been granted an exclusive interview with the two surviving tributes. Catnip?
Oh, thank you, Potter. Wow, we just had what I would call an arousing and bloody contest between noted construction worker Hard Hat and his competitor Soft Kitten from Boulder. Now, these are stage names, I'm told.
That's right, my real name not Hard Hat, but that's what I prefer people call me, because that's my preference.
Oh.
If it wasn't for Hard Hat from the City Park District, I would have been dead, but he protected me the whole time. Thank you, Hard Hat.
And while he did protect you the whole time, now that you are the two remaining contestants, it is a battle to the death between the two of you. Now, Soft Kitten, after Hard Hat saved your life, it must be tough mentally for you now to know that if you want that marijuana, you're gonna have to kill him.
Yeah, he's my buddy, but you know what? I've got 18 grams of catnip, and I'm gonna snort it all before I fight Hard Hat.
Oh, Hard Hat! Sounds like Soft Kitten's getting ready to use some performance-enhancing drugs. Surely you must be worried.
No, I'm gonna say too much, because I think Soft Kitten already been using them performance-decreasing drugs, aka marijuana. And my plan is once I win it all, I'm gonna flush it down the toilet.
Oh, so you realize that it's just a one-person, one-year supply. This is like a tear on a river compared to the Colorado marijuana supply.
It's a statement, I believe that the government legalized marijuana to stupefy the populations and make them not want to vote and stuff.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Back to you, Potter.
Excellent. Thank you, Catnip, for being alive. Maybe you can join another one of those Hunger Games in the future. Well, now for a look at the global weather, let's check in with Tulip Sunspring, who's blasting off fireworks on top of Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. How's the weather and the explosions, Tulip?
Wow, the skies are clear, no clouds. This is perfect fireworks weather. Only 1 to 2 degrees of wind, by which I mean the angle off of the surface of the earth. They're only blowing slightly up, which is enough of an updraft to carry the fireworks up. Sometimes when the fireworks blow up, the fragments disperse in such a way that the whatever creative configuration the pyrotechnic artists have designed, sometimes that design just gets washed away by the wind. But actually, this 1 to 2 degrees of wind blowing at approximately 0 miles per hour. There is a decimal in there somewhere, but I can't get too specific. The Mount Rushmore Conservation Society has been very picky about what information I can reveal, and that is all I can say right now. Back to you, Potter.
Wow. Well, thank you, Tulip, for that excellent report on the weather, and don't blow yourself up. And thank you all for tuning in to WIN World Local News on Mile High Sports Radio. I'm Potter Smittss. Stay tuned for Community Court next on the World Improv Network.
Give the WIN cast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or by calling into the Mile High Sports Radio studio line during the break for a case that needs to be tackled during Community Court. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.